Blood vessels. So they're actually giving us quite a lot of information here in this question. And, oh, we've got to put these. Put each statement under the correct heading. Oh dear me. Right, let's do a diagram first. So capillary, very small, but it's just basically some cells, very thin cells. Like that, and there's a nucleus in there. Okay. The artery and the vein have these cells in as well. So we could put these cells, they're the same cells, but they're very small. So let's just put this very small. These are not to scale. And the vein might have this layer as well. But as you can see, it's not quite the same shape possibly. And then we've got a layer of cells around there. Again, we've got a layer around here, but not as thick. And then we've got an outer layer. So microscopic. Where should we put that? Also, let's tell you what some of these things are. So let's put lumen. So the inside of a hole is called a lumen. This is our squamous epithelial layer, the endothelial layer. So smooth endothelium. So that would be that. And then we've got kind of muscle around there, so this is thick muscle layer. This is a thinner muscle layer. Thinner muscle layer. And around the outside there's just kind of like a very, very tough kind of protein layer. Collagen to stop things from bursting. Okay, so what can we say? Let's go microscopic. Let's go microscopic capillary. Microscopic. Thick wall. Well, we're going to have that for artery. Walls 1 cell thick. Well, that's our capillary, 1 cell thick. So walls 1 cell thick. Large lumen. Well, the largest lumen, probably if you look at a proper picture, mine's probably a bit smaller, it's going to be the vein. So large lumen. Thinner walls and arteries. Well, the capillary and the vein, but I think it's really talking about the vein. So the vein has got a thinner wall than artery. Used to exchange substances. Well, this capillary is great for exchange because it's got this really thin wall that stuff can go across, like oxygen and CO2. So used for exchange of substances with body tissues. Valves, only one of these has valves, that's the vein. Valves prevent backflow, carries blood to the heart. So that carries blood away from the heart, so veins to the heart, so blood to the heart. And blood pressure low, again in the vein, going to the heart, so it hasn't got the heart pumping it, so low pressure. Thick muscle layer, well that's this thick muscle layer here, the thick wall, so thick for artery, thick muscle layer. Many elastic fibres. This is going to be in the artery where it stretches with the beat of the heart, forcing the blood into the artery. So that has got many elastic fibres. Again, your spec doesn't really want you to go into this much detail, I don't think, with blood vessels. Blood pressure decreases as blood moves along. That could be true for artery and capillary. So blood pressure decreases, blood pressure decreases. Blood pressure is high. It's definitely high in the artery. You could say it's high in the capillary. Not quite as high as the artery, but so definitely here, blood pressure high. Carries blood away from the heart, that's an artery, so blood away from the heart is the artery. The capillary, well, it's the kind of the middle bit. Narrow lumen, usually the vein. Definitely the capillary, but I think it's talking about the vein, so narrow lumen. Less elastic fibre than muscles. That's the vein compared to the artery. There's none in the capillary, so that could also technically be true of capillary. So less elastic and muscles. Smooth endothelium, that's got all of them on the inside, so smooth endothelium, smooth endothelium, and smooth endothelium.